This next example, we will show you how to simulate commands and actions using a special dummy action that can be found in the StreamSide Common device interface. This action is used to simulate a command to a physical device so that you may test zones without affecting the space. Okay, for this next demo, I'm going to demonstrate how to use the dummy commands in Events2HVAC to simulate sending commands across the wire and testing different scenarios. So I'm going to add a new equipment item and just call it test commands, and I can add a pre-start here if I wanted to. Save changes and add a new action. So I can use any of the normal triggers you want. So I can create one with event setup, start, stop, and I'm going to select device common, and this gives you access to the dummy action. And all this is a simulated command across the wire, and allows you to select the delay in milliseconds that you want, and you can even have it throw a exception when it gets sent to see how Events2HVAC handles it, or you can have it time out. The database portion isn't implemented, but just give it a name for what you're simulating. We'll call this a test 1, start, stop, whatever you want to name it there. You just want it to be unique so it shows up different when you're looking at the command logs. And you save it, and it shows up like a normal action. And I can assign rooms to this action if I want. And I can see events tied to this action. And I can, if I repull the schedules and open up the command queue, I should see the dummy action showing up. So I can see I've got a start to the dummy action at 1:45 is my next command, and at 5:45, or actually 3 o'clock, I got to stop. 5:45, I got to start. So that's an easy way to test equipment zones without affecting physical equipment in the actual zones. I can do the same things you can with the normal action. They get commanded, and they show up in the command log, and they show up in your reports. So you, based on these rooms, I can look and see what kind of commands are going out to my systems. Also, I can use this to send manual commands if I wanted to force, you know, a schedule right now. I could say, okay, I want to put in an event at 12:21 for 30 minutes. It's a manually scheduled event. I said okay, and that will get thrown into the command queue immediately. You can see there's the stop at 12:51, and the start command actually occurred at, was scheduled at 12:06, which includes the pre-start. So it executed immediately once we submitted that test command. So there you see the dummy command, start, and the stop, and you can use the dummy commands as however you want to do it. Some people actually mock up their system connected to Dean Evans or their reservation system and create their zones and see with the reporting what it's actually doing to their building without actually assigning it to equipment. So, or you can use it to test various scenarios using different triggers and actions to see what the outcome's going to be.